Hey guys, French per here, and it's been a week at least since I've uploaded a video. So I've been thinking a little bit. I think all of you probably did see the news. We get one more year, so exciting. Even for me, I'm super busy, alright, but still I find room in my head to feel excited for that. Not much, but there is something here. There is always some spark. This game is awesome. Just so you know, before I say anything, all I want is just to bring some positivity here, guys. Towards you a little bit, because I play this game because I like it. I play this game because it's worth my time. Okay, it's worth some of my free time, and it's fun. It's great. It's just a great game. It's really weird, but it's a match, great match, by the way. 12 minutes match. I'm going to be talking for 12 minutes, by the way. If you don't like that, yes, you could leave now. I'm always transparent and honest in my videos. There's no clickbait or BS like that. So, do killers need a buff? I mean, hey, what's up? So I think they might. I think it's a tricky question to ask, but I will still give it a shot. So right now the massive change that happened is obviously the battery that can be done in 5 seconds. Okay, so that's so big, like that's so problematic. Okay, in a good way. Just I really like in a game when things just keep switching up, everything gets shaken, the meta changes, it just takes another shape every let's say 15 days or so, or month at best. I think it's really cool. Doesn't matter which shape it takes, it just matters that it keeps changing, and you are always on your toes, like shit, okay, what do we do now, what's happening, like shit, okay, there's something happening, that's great, there's like an update. So right now, to go back to it, yeah, battery that can be done in 5 seconds. Survivors have adapted to it. Okay, now they can do it. They have this in the tool. Okay, they know they can, especially as a team. More than that, there is also Danny. There's like Danny kind of piling up onto that, and when there is good survivors that can just do other objectives quick too. There is a good old generator on gas station generator side with just 2 doors to get through, and pretty much an easy escape. I would say potential easy escape. Sorry. So that is the context. Now, what's wrong with that in terms of fun, and not just fun, also in terms of so I like to bring the word fun, because I think playing for fun is what we should all do at first, and then everything goes after. Playing to win, having a balanced game. Okay, so the problem now is some characters such as, everyone was like nerf Johnny. Not everyone, but I made some polls. Okay, and like 60-70% of people were like nerf Johnny, but since those changes, Johnny is a problem in a team. Johnny needs help, needs carry from his teammate. No, not in every game. Like in most of the games, Johnny does not need carry. He carries. Okay, that's just how it is. But in those games against really strong players, okay, Johnny is not going to be able to defend an objective on his own. Like, he's not going to be able to hold the battery side on his own, because one knife alone, one fight against a victim is enough time for another to just pass and do the whole thing, and when everybody gets out. That's kind of what's going on right here. Okay. So yeah, that's where I'm going. So Johnny, Leatherface is an exception. He can do pretty much everything to a decent level, so I think he's there. But Johnny, Sissy, Nancy, Cook, alone without a hitchhiker or hand, basically those are the 2 characters who can do everything, who can hold any objective, almost, because even hitchhiker, if countered properly and is in a very smart manner, is probably also weak in some aspect too. Surprisingly, even him, I mean, even Hans. Well, Hans is it's the top of the game. Okay, like when it comes to countering him, he's the one that you have to be the most accurate to be able to just kind of go through his whip style. That is there's a very limited amount of time before he just press the button whip style and boom, whatever you're doing just ends right there. So I don't know, what do we do here? No, do we nerf Johnny, CC, Nancy, who can't, well, simply because they cannot trap objectives such as battery, such as battery, or some gates that just leads to the end, like Nancy house. If you cannot trap those gates, how do we deal with that? How do we deal with survivors who are able to do fuse box in let's say it takes 10 seconds total. If you put the fuse box in, when it's already in, you need like 1 second to put the fuse in, and then you did maybe let's say 4 seconds to do the code max, or 5 seconds, and Johnny is supposed to be there and defend that. Like, what the hell? No, like CC is supposed, like with her poison, who is more deceptive than anything, it doesn't kill, it scares survivors, but reality is you can go inside the poison and do the fuse box, no problem. If you would poison victim and it would prevent them from literally pressing any button that activates an objective, then yeah, okay, good objective character in a very super interesting way, possibly even if I do that one day. Please developers, take note here for this one thing. When you're in CC's poison gas, it stops you from doing the objective, and you can't start it either. But anyways, back to my point. I think those 3 killers might, if the meta doesn't change, they might need a buff just to be at the same level as Heads and Hitch in terms of having fun, being able to at least fight this meta to a decent level. Obviously, if you're now we go to the second problem. So I think I've talked enough about killers, the difference between them that have raised drastically just because of a small change with the battery. Now solo queue, duo queue, trio. So trio is still, you can still be pretty much at the same level as a super high level victim team on the family side if you are free. However, if you are two, you have to take the two best characters for this specific map, and depending on your specific skills and what you're good at, to stand a chance and do freaking well. Like I've played duo and I can fight a good team as a duo. Okay, I can be at their level, fight them, even dominate in I would say most cases. If I'm honest, from experience, out of 50 games, it will be 30, 35 games, so maybe even 40, where it's just domination. And there is 10 that could be even, and a few that will be victim-sided by a bit or margin. So then there comes duo queue, but in a more chill way, not even close. I mean, you're going to get a lot of very tough games. If you're not super experienced and you don't have like 1,000 hours, I think duo queue, I wouldn't know because I don't have issues, but I think duo queue is super hard to. Solo queue, I think is just, I'm not sure if it's fun right now as a family member, unless you pick Leatherface or Johnny or those characters who have the potential to not need other players, or basically they do not need team play necessarily. If you're really good with Johnny, you should not really need team play compared to other characters. But yeah, I think solo queue is less fun because of the previous challenges. I think solo queue is becoming a problem. I think this is bad. I think rushing, which at first was their target, they swear they would annihilate it. That was weren't their words, obviously, but that was the general idea they gave us, that rushing was a problem and they didn't want more of it, and the recent change has done the opposite. So it would be nice if they could either put things how they were, the barito we said, or maybe just keep it, but give family something in return. Give them one more tool or two more tools, just one or two characters with great tools against that would make such a difference. If they could defend against this kind of meta as well, so many team comps would work better. But the problem will still sustain the solo queue problem. So duo queue problem as family would still be, it would just still be a problem. There's just no reward for that. So I don't know. I'm not sure if you guys get what I'm saying, but I think a charge is needed. A new killer. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it just feels like there is something wrong, So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think that the meta should change and killers should be buffed? Not all killers. I think hands needed a nerf. I think it doesn't. I think Johnny maybe needed a slight nerf. I think he just might need a buff. Overkillers probably just need a buff, except for Liverface, so Liverface is just on point. He's like always where he needs to be, or slightly above, which is also where he can be because it's Liverface. Cook, Cook solo queue is a problem, but he's supposed to be a team character, so he's kind of an exception, but I will not talk about much. But yeah, okay, that's pretty much what I think. What do you guys think again? Do you think nerf is needed? Maybe on the victim side. I don't play victim much. I don't have it put to science as I do for the family side. So maybe you guys can enlighten me from your big team experience. Maybe it's just victims need a buff too in some areas. It could be a thing as well. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. I will be making another video tomorrow, maybe, and I will be streaming today or maybe the day before. We'll see. See you next time. Bye. Like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 960 now. It's taking super long, but thanks for any support, guys. It's really appreciated, and it keeps me going. See ya.